do it. I've run all the tests. It's non-toxic. If we're going to live here, someone has to take the plunge and actually try to eat things.
Dr. Tapero, please do something.
Don't do it, Suvi.
You told on me. I thought we were friends. You, sir, are uninvited from all my parties. Ryder.
I should get back to things.
Sounds good.
I don't believe it! Gil's reconfigured our entire nav array. O'Connell risked a dozen spacewalks putting that in place. Damn it!
Callow, don't.
Take the helm. I've had enough of this. You don't give a damn what my team and I went through to build this ship.
No, I don't. I care about us surviving out here, and if that means redesigning...
You don't have the right.
Knock it off, both of you. Sure, once he gets off my back about how I work on the Tempest.
You weren't here. We had to get all kinds of new tech working in a single starship. 50-hour shifts, epiphanies, accidents. Humans can forget. Solarians can't. To me, it's all still happening. My team is here. Stripping down the Tempest like some broken radio risks everything they suffered to build. Their legacy.
I can see how you'd feel that way. Seriously? Look, Callow, your people did a great job, but they're dead. And they couldn't have anticipated half the problems in Helios. Like the Scourge. If we don't adapt, we'll die too. Is that what you want their legacy to be?
Gutting a complex ship out in space isn't adapting. It's irresponsible and disrespectful.
The Tempest is ours now. She has to serve our mission first in whatever capacity we need. Gil, change whatever you have to.
I wonder, in time, will strangers be treating your achievements so carelessly?
Peace and quiet, finally. Thanks, Ryder. Okay, show's over. Back to it.
Kadara Port's pretty grisly, huh? Probably get into all sorts of trouble there. And now we're going after the Archon's ship? Sure that's a good idea.
Of all the ideas so far, it's the one most likely to blow up in our face.
Oh, thanks for the inspiration. Any other bubbles you want to burst?
Thanks for chatting. We'll talk again later.
You know it.
A foolish thing to get angry over, isn't it? I suppose the Tempest is just like any other ship, to be taken apart and put back together. Or she will be, once Gil's had his way.
Gil's upgrading the Tempest, not scrapping her. She's in good hands.
I wish I could believe you. But perhaps... Anything else?
I'll let you concentrate.
You know where I'll be.
Hey, Ryder. What's the story? Out with it already. He's a blueprint. If you didn't have me to balance him out, you might be in trouble. Anytime.
Now orbiting Kadara.
something extra. How's it going?
A city under a city.
At the center is Tartarus, a nightclub.
Not a bad little guy.
Sorry, if you're looking for a dance, I'm off the clock.
What's it like spending your time down here?
Better than back home. Had to get away from my crazy family in the Milky Way. My brother, Conrad, well, he's a couple of chords low on EZO, if you know what I mean. But now I'm here, and it's great. That Sloane Kelly, I want to be just like her. That attitude. She's like, hey, you bastard, lick my boots, kiss my ring, and then my bum. I want to work for her. Learn. Then call up my brother Conrad and be all, see, idiot, you're not the only one in the family.
Right. Good luck with that.
Ryder, glad you're here. I'm sure you've heard about the murders.
There's a fresh body outside Crawler's. Some of the locals say it's the charlatan's handiwork.
I don't buy it. The charlatan is discreet, careful. Whoever did this wanted the bodies found.
Making a statement.
But to who?
The killer could be unhappy with how Sloane's running things.
Less than a third of the victims are outcasts. No. If I was a betting man, and I am, I'd say it was the Rokar.
Why would Rokar be in Kadara port?
It's Angaran built, and before Sloane, Angaran run. I think the Rokar came here looking for new recruits, and things got out of hand.
And the Angara victims? How do they fit into your theory?
I did some digging. All of the deceased Angara were public Milky Way sympathizers.
So the victims either were from the Milky Way...
or supported us. It's the only pattern I could find.
An Angaran port run by aliens would be a prime target for their cause.
Problem is, I've got no proof. And the Resistance doesn't want to antagonize the Rokar.
Guessing that's where I come in.
I need that fancy AI of yours to scan for evidence that could implicate the Rokar. People are scared, Ryder. This is your opportunity to win friends in Kadara Port.
I sound pretty integral to this plan.
Sam is integral. You're a bonus.
Hey, I haven't agreed to help you yet.
I feel good about my chances. One of the crime scenes isn't far. Give me a call when you get there.
Works wonders on stab wounds. Yours was shallow. You look well enough. My patients are usually leaking from somewhere. No leaking here. Just seeing all Kadara has to offer. A tourist, huh? Pathfinder, actually. One survived. Could have used you when we got to Helios. Dr. Ryota Nakamoto. I used to work as the outcast's physician. Quit after Sloane turned what should have been a medical breakthrough into a drug. She's a criminal. What did you expect? She wasn't always like this. Life since the Nexus, it's changed all of us. When we arrived on Kadara, I found a local string of bacteria that shares properties with penicillin. Quite the find. It was, until I discovered the drug is addictive and induces hallucinations in large doses. I took my concerns to Sloane. All she saw was an opportunity to make a profit, called the drug Oblivion. But beyond stealing back my formula, there's no way to stop her. All that would do is piss off Sloane. I don't give a damn how she feels. People are dying, and it's because of my work. I hate to ask you this, but the formula's in my old lab. Maybe you could get it back? I can't fight. Otherwise, I'd do it myself.
No promises, but I'll see what I can do.
Oh, shit! Okay, don't touch that. Damn, that hurts. Sanjeev Clement. Terrible way to die.
Only if we buy the cheap stuff. Fuck off. This one's ours.
Looting's wrong.
This guy for real?
Looting is wrong. What a little bitch.
Let's not antagonize them further, Pathfinder.
A moment.
Want to make some easy credits?
Only if it's legal.
Of course. As you may know, Kadara's most valuable trade is scrap and resources stolen from the Nexus. But that well's running dry.
I'm not stealing for you.
Not my goal. My focus is resources native to Andromeda. I have it on good authority there's a large barite deposit in Dralir. Barite's going to be big.
You don't say.
I sent a surveyor to check it out, but he hasn't returned. All I need from you is peace of mind.
Send me his last nav point. I'll check on him.
Much appreciated.
harsh learning that shit on Vold. Bright side, no children. Every cat an enemy.
An enemy who used to be family.
Right, we'll call it a wash.
Taking in the view?
It's spectacular. These sulfur pools are dumping grounds for bodies. People hide all sorts of evidence out here.
Give him credit for putting the land to good use.
My name's Cineris. One day there'll be a reckoning for all these murders. I'm trying to collect the evidence and account for the victims.
That's just bleeding heart crusader crap. I'd rather collect whatever's on the bodies and make some cash.
This is Drexel, a leech. I'd prefer to shoot him, but that would kind of go against the whole grain of my work. These cesspools are scattered everywhere. If you find any bodies in your travels, let me know. Future justice will thank you.
Or let me know, and I'll thank you right now.
Let me know when you found...
I'll be waiting to...
The water is highly poisonous, Pathfinder. We shouldn't linger here.
We got targets!
This body was dumped here, as Cineris claimed. I have recorded the location and relevant DNA information for any future investigation. The locker contains personal items. It is registered to the Parchero.
Parchero? This is from the Solarian Ark.
More of your allies?
It looks like a salvage team is hunting down these lockers, meaning there's more.
The Solarians are out there somewhere.
Another murder victim. I have logged the relevant information. Another murder victim. I have logged the relevant information.
Those guys on Mount Solis, so I should probably get that.
Pathfinder, this area can be mined for resources. You can extract minerals via your mining interface.
I am dying, though. Sorry. A while back, you asked why anyone nearing the end of their life would come all the way out here. I've lived a long time, seen a lot of things. I know I won't see much more. Guess I just want to go out seeing what no Krogan ever has.
I respect that. It's an honor to fight by your side, Drac.
Feelings mutual.
No, not with one second.
Another attack?
You running security here?
Paying you for it.
Trying.
Sure as hell
Krogan or not, I'm only one merc. This lot's crazy thinking they can run a wind farm in the Badlands.
Why do you think there's been so many attacks?
All these fancy gizmos out in the open, they're begging to be stolen. We'll say, though, it's damn suspicious those scavs keep hitting the place while I'm off shift. Like someone's telling them when to strike.
Any advice for staying alive in the Badlands?
Get out of the Badlands.
See you around.
Whatever.
She was telling scavengers when to attack in exchange for credits to buy Oblivion.
She is under the influence of Oblivion.
Hey, that Asari, Nyath? She's been selling your patrol schedules to the scavengers.
I knew it. Fucking junkie. Thanks for the heads up.
See you around.
Whatever.
Can't talk. Sorry. Someone needs to get that asshole drunk.
Well, well, you're not like the other scrubs around here.
What makes you say that?
Your gear, it's high quality, like the rest of you.
What can I say? I like the best.
Then you're just the man I need. When the exiles came to Gadara, they hid caches of Nexus supplies all over the Badlands. Junk, mostly. Stale protein bars and rations. But among the shit are some serious weapons lifted straight from the armory.
And you know this. How?
I help steal them. Problem is, those weapons are too good for the scum down here. And I can't sell weapons in Gadaraport without Sloan taking a cut. The cash nav point, though? You interested? It's yours for a fair price.
You've got a deal.
Lovely. Here's the nav point. In the meantime, feel free to take a look at what I've already got in stock.
I do want that. Oke, I like it when it's detection. Honestly, I need to go that fast. Wait a second.
Doesn't Sam just freak you out, Jal? A bot whispering in Ryder's brain, hearing him think.
Not at all. I'd love to take Sam apart. See how it all works. Though I'd need more information. Schematics. I wouldn't want to kill him.
Goes without saying.
Yeah, conversation over.
Hey, Scudder. Get any closer and I'll hit you with a corrosive bomb. Killed 2 looters today already. You want to test me?
Whoa, hey, we're no outlaws. We're friendly.
Then come prove it. Slowly.
Why was your galaxy called the Milky Way?
It's not.
But Liam said...
Milky Way is what the humans call it. We have our own word. Solarians have theirs.
So, what do you call it?
It's 600 years away. I call it gone.
The camper. Head is not registered in Outcast or Collective Records Vault.
Enemies!
Data detected in this area.
That's that.
Looks like the Collective tried to get a ransom out of the Outcasts. Wonder if it worked.
The attached nav point has been removed, Pathfinder. I can't determine the exchange location.
You all right, Drac?
Too much high ground to keep expecting an ambush.
definitely don't look like an outlaw. Good thing I disarmed the traps. Sorry about that. I'm used to your kind giving me trouble.
You've only seen the worst of us. We have some good ones.
Well, you haven't shot at me yet. That's a start.
You said you had traps around here?
Corrosive traps. Made them with the gas from the vents.
That's smart.
You have to get creative out here. I learned sabotage when shooting stopped working. I can disable vehicles, take down shields, anything that gives us an edge over attackers.
What are you doing out here?
Keeping my people safe. Between the Ket and the outlaws, we've been pushed out of our homes. Some decided to dig their heels in and weather the attacks. I'm making sure they survive.
The Resistance could use someone with skills like yours.
We have enough to deal with here. I'm not leaving my people.
If we don't take the fight to the Ket, your people will never be safe.
And what would you know about it?
The Pathfinder and I have seen what the Ket can do. In time, they'll come for Kadara. For you.
If you join, you can make a better world for your people.
Not just on Kadara. Everywhere.
When you put it that way, I guess I don't have much of a choice.
At least go to Vold and talk to them.
Fine, I'll go check it out. No promises.
Stay safe out here.
No problem there.
Looks like it goes underground.
Hopefully there's a way down. But we're gonna need a really big drill.
What's funny?
Just remembering a joke, I know. You won't get it.
Try. I want to learn.
Knock, knock. Who's there? Incompetently. An L-Core.
That's terrible.
I'm going to assume explaining wouldn't help.
Literally just to return to the Nomad.
Another memory trigger?
Yes, though my memory array remains locked. Additional triggers are required. This area could be viable for an initiative outpost, Pathfinder. However, for any long-term success, you'll need to find a solution to Kadara's water toxicity problems.
The person running this place holds a grudge against the initiative. Doubt she'll let you settle here.
What about the charlatan? The collective's gaining power.
We do not know the charlatan's identity. Sloan may be our only option. The doll could offer insight.
Sam, another memory trigger?
Yes, though my memory array remains locked. Additional triggers are required. Another murder victim. I have logged the relevant information.
Yep, still hurts.
Pathfinder, my sensors read an Andromeda plant sample nearby. Pathfinder, this is the murder site Mr. Vidal asked you to investigate.
Reyes, I'm at the crime scene.
Great. I've got intel on our dead guy. Krogan male. Went by the name of ZR. His frontal plate was pried off before he was shot to death.
They wanted him to suffer.
Not one of mine.
Do your scanning thing. Look for anything that might lead us to the killer.
These footprints are distinctly Angaran.
I count at least 3 attackers. The tracks make it look like an ambush.
Fits the Rokar profile. It's a start.
Angaran blood. Matches your Rokar theory, Reyes.
DNA cannot identify political affiliations.
Keep scanning. We need hard evidence.
A knife. Killer must have dropped it during the getaway. Something's carved into the blade.
A home filled with strangers becomes a prison. Axel's words.
We do not know if the wielder was Angaran. An exile could have stolen the blade.
should do it. We found all we can. Let's get back to Cineris. Damn, that hurts.
Regrouping.
Drac, can we talk about what your people call the genophage?
You want me to just casually talk about one of the most painful things about being Krogan?
Yes.
My clan's stronger than most, and this trip... let's just say we're working on it.
That construct was reported stolen by both the Outcasts and the Collective. Hostility... Approaching that point for the weapons cache, Pathfinder.
Hope it's worth the credits.
The Turian prize.
I think that's it. Good work.
That's all of them. It's full. After that ambush, I thought the whole thing was a scam.
We should confront the Turian. Demand an explanation.
undocumented mineral has been detected, Pathfinder.
Good night, love you.
Outlaws!
Pathfinder, this area can be mined for resources. You can extract minerals via your mining interface.
This area is called Dralir. It means death caves. Charming. Not really.
That's it. Good work.
Cave that way might be worth a look.
What was your galaxy like, Drac?
If you back up far enough, same as this one. Big rocks floating in the void.
And if you look closely?
Aliens killing each other for reasons that don't seem worth it.
So, still the same.
This place is massive.
Detecting high levels of toxic gas. Proceed with caution, Pathfinder.
Hey, I'm always cautious.
It'd be easy to get lost in here.
Me? Lost? Never. Is that a generator? What's it doing all the way out here?
It appears to be powering the floodlights.
Well, yeah, but who put it here? The surveyor?
That would be a lot of equipment for one man to carry.
Okay, this was the surveyor's last known location.
I think I found him.
The surveyor. Who did it? Outcasts? Collective? Random exiles?
Gravity.
What?
He broke his neck, probably from trying to obtain barite samples.
That's an unfortunate death.
Sam, download his data. We can at least deliver that. You hear that?
Intruders! Stand down. The charlatan wants this one alive. Out for a walk, Pathfinder?
More of a jaunt. It's good to stretch the legs.
A sense of humor. In Kadara, that'll either get you far or dead. But my orders are clear. You're not to be harmed. Crux is in charge here. If you've got questions, talk to her.
Sam, what's inside the cages?
Judging from the scratching, hardy.
Sam, what are they doing with the Adi?
It appears the Collective are attempting to domesticate the creatures.
And how's that going?
Aggression levels are lower than what we've seen in the wild, but I wouldn't recommend opening the cage.
Not easy building something like that out here.
Pathfinder, you caught me off guard. We don't receive many visitors.
The cesspools put them off?
They are natural deterrents, yes. The Angara call this place Drolir. Translates to death caves. A bit melodramatic. If you've a head for navigation, it's perfectly safe. Like most of Kadara, it's the people you should worry about.
What do you mean?
Someone's been faking the charlatan's orders, giving bad intel. It got 2 of our recruits killed.
Someone impersonating the charlatan could do a lot of damage.
Only the representatives have access to such high-level information. The boss knows it's someone operating out of this base. It's my job to find the culprit.
So what's the holdup?
The imposter could bolt at the first sign of suspicion. I need a subtle way to smoke them out.
Maybe I could help. I'm not connected to the collective. A curious outsider would raise less suspicion than an official representative.
That's true. All right, Pathfinder. Here's what we know. The drop point was in the sulfur springs, so the imposter should have high levels of sulfur in their clothes.
Sam's sensors should be able to detect that. Anything else?
We found footprints that could be human or Asari, but too smudged to get an exact size. That's all my intel. Pathfinder, still here?
What is a charlatan representative exactly?
Most members of the collective have no direct contact with the charlatan. The boss delivers their orders through us. Even as a representative, I only get messages. I've never met the charlatan in person.
You're okay with that?
I don't like being micromanaged. As long as I carry out the charlatan's orders, I have the freedom to do as I want.
Why work for the charlatan instead of Sloan?
Because moving up in the outcasts is a popularity contest. Sloan promotes her friends over the qualified. The charlatan doesn't care who you are, just how you perform.
What's it like working for the collective?
Enjoyable for the most part. Pays good, and being a representative gets me respect. Sure, I live in a cave, but every job has its downside, right?
You've no regrets about leaving the Nexus then?
No way. Those idiots have no idea what they're doing. At least the charlatan has their shit figured out.
Thanks for the chat.
Sulfur levels are high. Her footprints are of a similar shape to those left at the drop site.
Could be our rat.
Before accusing Dorado, perhaps you'd like to talk to her. She could have an alibi.
Everything's fine.
Sulfur levels are on the high side, but not by a large percentage.
And she's Asari, which fits her footprint bill. Can't rule her out yet. didn't peg the collective as gardeners.
My people call this one.
Sulfur readings are low. Additionally, Angaran feet are distinct from humans and Asari.
Can't hurt to check.
High sulfur levels, but the footprints at the drop site contradict a Solarian's webbed feet.
Just being thorough, Sam.
Sorry about before, not much traffic down here. Recruits are jumpy.
You didn't shoot. That's all that matters.
You're awfully good-natured about people pointing guns at your face. Some of us have been down here for months. I haven't seen the sun in weeks.
Weeks? Seriously?
I'm one of the few people who know how to operate the water filters. I've been trying to train a backup, but most recruits can't stand the smell. Not many volunteers. I'd better get back to work. Thanks for the chat.
What do you think of Lynx, Sam?
Her explanation for the level of sulfur in her clothes was plausible, Pathfinder.
Need something? Go bother Crux.
Crux said I was welcome here. You're not making me feel welcome.
Look, I just got back from a shit job. Haven't slept in 36 hours.
36 hours? That can't be healthy.
Defying the charlatan's orders isn't healthy. I go where I'm told.
The charlatans send you to the Sulphur Springs?
I smell that bad, huh? Like I said, it was a shit job, but I can't talk details. Especially to an outsider. See you around, Pathfinder.
Dorado's heart rate elevated when you mentioned the Sulphur Springs, Pathfinder.
We should talk to Crux. See if she was supposed to be at the Springs.
Pathfinder, any luck finding the imposter?
Dorado's clothes showed high levels of sulfur. When I asked about her last job, she was evasive.
Her mission was at the port. She should have been nowhere near the springs. Aquila, detain Dorado. Quietly.
On it.
Good work, Pathfinder. I'll make sure the charlatan knows you helped us settle the matter.
Pathfinder, still here?
Thanks for the chat.
Too busy to talk.
That's a lot of stolen stuff.
Please, I'd rather you not touch that.
Are you a new recruit too?
No, just happened to stumble on this place.
Oh, you're the Pathfinder. Crux said we're to be nice to you. I'm new here. Still trying to take everything in.
Why join the collective?
I lived in port my whole life. Then Sloane shows up and demands a protection fee. My family was still reeling from encounters with Ket. We couldn't pay, so the outcast banished us to the Badlands. The collective promised us protection and a chance to get back at Sloane. So I took it.
See you around.
another generator.
And more lights. They lead to something.
This technology is not registered to either of Kadara's factions, Pathfinder.
Enemies!
You wear a lot of dead things. Is it for respect? A celebration of life through reverence of death?
It scares people. Piss me off. I'll wear your spine for a hat.
That's it.
This is it. Rhea's actually gonna show up.
Automated protocols activated. Deploying forward station. Mining zones have been added to your nav system, Pathfinder.